about to go on a mini rant, so if you don't want to listen to it, then please, scroll away. But I had one of my baby fathers, okay, and messaged me about my son's attendance because I added his name so that he can be a part. I get a question like, oh, why is this? This is excessive. This is ridiculous. I know I may not do anything right. Okay, I know I fail in a lot of areas. But y'all little $200, $300, $400 of child support a month don't do nothing. Nothing. Okay? It don't help me pick up the kids. It don't help me drop them off. It don't help me rest. It don't help nobody take care of the house while I'm sick. Every sickness, every illness, every time I haven't felt good, every time I was thrown up in the house, I have not had nobody else to just come in and y'all out here with these child support mentalities. And granted, I have a love-hate relationship with the child support system. I understand that it's tax. I understand. I don't like how they do the men as well. But let me tell you how I don't like how the men do the men. Okay? Y'all have this mentality like y'all don't have to do anything. Like it's our responsibility. You live in another state or you live somewhere else. Okay? You sleep when you want to sleep. You're tired. You come home. You take a nap. If you want to go out, if you want to do something, if you want to clean the house, everything's on your schedule. Okay, I don't have that. I have little people that dictate everything around me. Okay, you don't have to leave your job every 5 minutes because you get 15 goddamn phone calls a day from the schools. You don't have to take every break and every lunch hour that you have dealing with children and referrals and hearings and IEPs. So don't question me on what I do. You don't have to sacrifice where you live. You don't have to sacrifice what you want to do and what you aspire to give your children the best that they can possibly have. You don't have to do all of that. You don't lose sleep for days at a time, for years. What can you do? Move. Help. You go pick up the kids. You answer some phone calls from the referrals. You go talk to them. You take them out. You spend extra money for all the extra stuff that they need and go pick them up and take them to their dental appointments and to their eye exams and to their doctor's appointments and to their surgeries and to every other appointment that they have because there's like 50 of them. And still try to work and live out your dreams. And to the men, you text me WYD one more time and I'm doing all of this stuff and you didn't get an attitude because I don't respond to you. You offer to pay one of my bills or take my kids somewhere, then we'll talk.
All right. I acknowledge this is a rant meant to blow off steam. I acknowledge your rant and the fact that you need to blow off steam. I understand what you're going through. Okay? I understand it and shit, but I've been made aware that you have 4 children by 4 different men. All right? And no matter what the fuck you say, that shit's gonna come under scrutiny and shit when you put up a fucking post like this, okay? It's gonna come under scrutiny and shit. I understand everything you're going through. Alright, I'm a fucking man, okay? I got 2 fucking kids and shit. And I know how it is from both sides of the argument and shit. If you can believe that. I know it's like to be a baby's daddy and a father, okay? Right? Now, you need to take some accountability and shit for your fucking life, okay? Take some motherfucking accountability and shit. The shit didn't work out with any of the 4 motherfuckers that you had babies by, okay? The 4 guys that you had babies by. Alright? And don't excuse my French, okay? If you don't like it, I understand that. I'm not here for your approval and shit. I'm just here to let you know that you need to take some fucking accountability and shit. You decided that you wanted to be a baby mama at some point in your fucking life. You said you had your first kid when you was in high school and shit. Then you had another kid later, okay? You was married to the guy. Shit happens. Now you got 2 kids. Now you had 2 more fucking kids and shit, okay? You don't know, what the fuck? Do you have the patch? You have the pill? Huh? Do you have the female condom? There's a bunch of other stuff, IUD, there's some other stuff there too. Celibacy, the forbidden door, maybe try that one out. I know it's a lot of females seem to like that and shit lately and shit. And they, doing unholy things down there, I hate to be crass, but, sorry but not sorry and shit, okay? I'm just so tired of listening to women bitching about babies' daddies and shit. When they made that decision, it's your body, your choice, it's your womb. Why can't you be responsible for your womb? Now, you tell us all the time that you don't need us, okay? You strong, independent, don't need no fucking man. That's what you motherfuckers are born and bred on. They give that shit to you like cornflakes in the morning. And you got the nerve, like generationally. I'm like, fuck. You know, at this point, I'm waiting to see a bitch with no kids, no nothing, a virgin bitching about a baby's daddy and shit, because that shit is almost genetically, you're genetically predisposed to bitch about us, black men, when it's your fucking womb. It's your womb. It's a part of your body. Ain't no nigga walking down the street going up to a bitch talking about, hey, I think I'll make you a baby's mama. Now come over here and lay down so I can impregnate you and shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. You get some therapy. You know, when you get those welfare checks and everything, when you get that EBT card, all that bullshit, they send you a wealth of information. As part of that is shit to help you learn how to better parent your child. And some of those, they have programs to help you parent your child and shit. You know, Zaddy, you know, the government, your Zaddy, he does stick those things in there. It's kind of like a little joke. That's a joke amongst the minority majority, whether you guys will take advantage of the full complement of, you know, the full benefits and shit. They send you all kind of paperwork and pamphlets how to deal with shit. And you aren't taking advantage of it because you're selfish. Okay, you're selfish. All you talk about is your goddamn self. You chose to have 4 fucking kids. Okay, 4 kids by 4 niggas. You getting 4 checks. Okay, 4 checks, you got a job. Okay, you can't pay nobody in your family to babysit your kids and run interference and shit. You know, you can't do a in-family internship with one of these goddamn females in your family to help you out with your kids and shit, and it serve as an abject lesson that they need to be more responsible with their wombs in the fucking future. I'm getting tired of this shit. Don't tell me nothing about no rhythm method or, oh, that nigga didn't have no condom. It's your fucking pussy. Okay, it's your body. You shut the fuck up and you deal with the shit, okay? Or you can put those kids up for adoption, okay? You can call their father. Why don't you call any of the forefathers of your children and you ask them niggas if they want their kid? Because you can't deal with it. Ask them straight up. Stop bullshitting. If you have problems with any of your forefathers or your 4 babies, it's because you choose to. You don't communicate with them properly and shit. You want to talk to them any kind of fucking way. You don't respect them. You're raising 4 human beings and shit. Those are not toys. Those are people. You're supposed to teach them and prepare them for the world, but you're a child. And you got the nerve to sit up and bitch. I don't care how old you are. You need your ass whooped with a belt like you're a kid. I'm pretty sure you know about that. I bet you don't hesitate to put your hands on your children and shit when they piss you off. Especially if they look like your dad, the dads of them, you know, of your babies. If they look like your fathers, excuse me. I bet you hate looking at them and shit. They remind you every dumbass mistake you made with your peace sleeve, okay? It's your pussy. Why don't they make that shit like some kind of hashtag of me? It's your pussy, take care of it, okay? Take care of your future, safeguard your future. You make one wrong step, you're a baby's mom and shit. You got a white zaddy, the government and shit, providing oversight and shit, okay? Alright? That what you want to be your real baby daddy, the minority majority, their administration, their shitty draconian laws designed to fuck up our families when you're not actively doing it. Yeah, you put them, if them babies' daddies don't want their fucking kids, you put them in a foster care system then. And you pay child support for those fucking kids. You drop your dime on those baby daddies and they can pay child support to the foster care system and shit and pay their fucking, you know, pay for their children that they had. You know, with your ass. Whatever the circumstances was. You got down with these niggas, all 4 of this shit, with no protection at some point, and you had these goddamn kids. You know, you didn't have no abortion and shit, or maybe you have had a few. We don't know. I don't know what you do with your peace sleeve, but, you know, you put this shit out for public consumption, and now you gotta take your bitter pill. You're going to eat that shit. When you want to come on here and talk shit, you're going to fucking eat it. You suck it up and you go home and you deal. You look at your 4 children and then you call their daddies up, each one of them, and you say, hey, do you want your kid? I can't deal with it. I'm having a nervous breakdown. I'm giving the opportunity to have your kid, and I will give you $200 child support for that kid, okay? I will pay you, okay? I will cash app that to you, and you can have him full time. You know, if he says no, say, okay, I'm going to put this motherfucker in a foster care system. Get him put up for adoption, okay? I can't deal with it no more. I don't want to hurt this child. I want this child to have a fair chance with a family that can love and take care of him properly. There's people out there that want children and shit. There's people out there dedicated to taking care of children, and you shouldn't give a fuck because all you think about is yourself. And you know how I know that? Because at the end of your little rant, your initial tirade and shit, at the end of it, you were talking about somebody sliding up in your DMs and telling them that if they were interested in paying your bills, you know, then you could talk, which makes you a modern woman, all right? And a modern woman is an old school arcade video game, all right? And I'm sorry for your pain, okay? Got nothing to do with me really, but I'm sorry that you are so immature and unwilling to behave responsibly with the greatest gift of all, the gift of life. You know, the gift of creating life in your womb and shit. Does that mean anything to anyone anymore? It's your womb. You know who you open your legs for. You know who you open your fucking legs for. You take the initiative and shit. You teach your little cousins and your daughters or whatever. You teach them to be responsible with their wombs and shit. You give them some condoms and shit to put in their purse and their bag and shit. You make sure that they have birth control. You make sure that they have a patch or an IUD. You make sure that they have one of those, what they call it, shit, dental dam or whatever. It's like a big fucking plastic balloon or something shit they shove up in there. I done seen it, you know. I'm in older states. I'm older than you. Okay, I have children. I know it's like to be a baby's daddy and shit. An involuntary baby's daddy. And I know what it's like to be a father of a child and co-parent. That shit's like being on Capitol Hill, man. It's like politicking and shit. All right? There's no perfect answer to this. But you must remember you're raising 4 human beings, okay? They're not toys and shit. These are people. And then you mad because you fucked up. You're a 4-time loser. All right, you're a 4-time loser. What's next for you? What's next for you?
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.